Good day, good day, good day. My name is Sam Arashan, and today we are in physics. This is combined science. Please, after watching this video, don't forget to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. After watching this video, please show your friends, your relatives, your loved ones, so that you can all pass. Right? Today we are talking about the pumps. So I am going to explain first the function or the purpose of a pump. Right? A pump is very important to lift liquids and gases using the atmospheric what? Atmospheric pressure. So the question can come and say, what is the main purpose of a pump, or what is the use of a pump? The pump is very important to lift up liquids using atmospheric pressure. Using what? Atmospheric pressure. Right, and today we are talking about a lift pump, and I am going to show you how a lift pump lifts up the liquid using the atmospheric pressure. How a lift pump will lift up liquids using the atmospheric pressure. So I am going to explain using the movement of piston and the conditions of valve. Right, first of all, I want you to note this. You can write this somewhere. This valve, which is called valve A in this picture, I have this picture. This valve, which is called valve A, this one, it's not valve A. Because if the question come and say, describe how a lift pump works, are you going to draw this diagram? Are you going to claim it and draw it so that you can explain, say, valve A, valve B? This valve, which is called valve A, is called the upper valve. This is called the upper valve. So I am going to explain this one as the upper valve. I'm not going to say this is the valve A, because I might confuse you if the question comes and say, describe how a lift pump works. Because the diagram might not be there, but the question is saying, describe how. So you must describe using the real names. For example, this valve, I said, it's called a upper valve. It's called the upper what? The upper valve. Right. Then this one, which is called valve B, we have valve B here. The name of valve B is called the foot valve. It's called the foot valve. So valve A is called the upper valve, then valve B is called the foot valve. So I am going to explain how this one works. Right. For example, as you can see, this one it shows upstroke. So I'm going to explain upstroke. As you can see there, this is a lift pump. Right. During the upstroke, the piston move upwards. The piston move what? Upwards. During upstroke, it is called upstroke. Why? Because piston is moving upwards. And when the piston is moving upwards, the upper valve, or this one valve, which is called valve A, the upper valve is closed. The upper valve is closed. The upper valve is what? Is closed. And water above the upper valve, this is the water above the upper valve is forced to move out through the spout. Saka takutoona mvura ichibuda ishu. Iyo mvura iri kubuda ishu. Iyo mvura iri kubuda ishu. Munhu akutesa bhagedhi rake akutocherera mvura akutoenda kumba. Nditika. Right. Then takutarisa futi kuti panenge pachikwidza piston, when the piston is moving upwards, we said upper valve it closes, and the lower valve, which is valve B in this case, lower valve it opens. Why the lower valve it opens? To allow the air from this one, to allow the water to enter into the cylinder. To allow the water to enter into this cylinder. So valve B it opens, which is the lower valve or the foot valve. So the foot valve it opens to allow water to enter into the cylinder. Right. That's what happens during the upstroke. Let us go to downstroke. When the piston moves downwards, the upper valve, which is valve A, it opens. Why it opens? Because as it moves down, it compresses the water. And due to compression of the water, that compression, it forces this valve, which is called valve B, the foot valve to close. And when it closes, now the pressure, it keeps on pressing valve, upper valve, which is valve A. And valve A, it opens so that it can allow water to enter above upper valve in the upper cylinder, this upper cylinder. Then you skapa panapa evati yomira panapa. Right. Yamira panapa, then pakutanga futi upstroke. Panokutanga upstroke, mvura pinda pamusoro apa yakusimudzwa yakuzonobuda through the what? The spout. That's what happened during the lift pump. I think you are assisted. Alright, let me teach you something on the force pump. This is the force pump. The force pump is very simple. Very, very simple. It consists of the upper valve and the lower valve. Right. This is called the lower valve or the foot valve, which is valve A. Then valve B is called the upper valve. Right. When the piston is moving up, as it is now, I think the piston, as you can see, the piston is moving up. This piston is moving up. Is moving up. The piston is moving up. Right. What happens if the piston is moving up? When the piston is moving up, valve A, it opens. Valve A, it opens to allow the water to enter into the cylinder, and valve B, it closes. Valve A open, which is the foot valve. So the foot valve opens as the piston moves upwards to allow the water to enter into the cylinder below the upper valve. And when the piston is moving down, the foot valve is forced to close due to pressure. And that pressure, it forces upper valve, which is valve B, to open. And when it opens, it allows water to enter into this. Then some of the water, it enters into the reservoir. Inside the reservoir, there is a high pressure. And that pressure is kept there. This one, there is pressure inside this reservoir. So when the water enters into this one, some of the water, it passes throughout the spout, but some of the water, it remains in the reservoir where there is high pressure. But this force pump, as it continues upstroke and downstroke, you can see that the atmospheric pressure, the pressure that is inside the reservoir, the pressure that is inside the reservoir, it causes continuous flow of water out of the spout. It causes continuous flow of water out of the what? Of the spout. Which means the question can come and say, why a force pump deliver water continuous? It's because of the pressure inside the reservoir, which causes the water to flow continuous, in a continuous form. That's how a force pump works. So this is force pump and lift pump. I think you are assisted on force pump and lift pump. Please, after watching this video, don't forget to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye.